What up, people? Revan the Legend here, and welcome back to 80's Mania Returns. Let's get it popping, guys! I know it's been a long time. It's been over 2 months since I've been on this channel. Some of you guys will know from some of the replies that I've done and some messages in the Discord and the community. Basically, mother passed away last month after being hospitalized for a month before that as well. It sucked. It's absolutely sucked. But we've taken some time. We're ready to return as the greatest GM in the 80s. And we've come back just after the Rumble. The big story really is Flex Deltoid emerging as such a strong babyface champion. Given the roster we have, that is quite impressive. Plus we've got the rise of 2 factions. We've got the Galactics, which have these 3 here, plus Sergeant Shipley, I want to say. And then we've got another faction, which is Big Business, which is a faction we've kind of had for a while anyway. Basically, you've got Tycoon, Exotic Rick, Yuppie, and Dollar. They've kind of been in and out of a faction with each other for a while, so that is where we are. We have got Valentine's Day Massacre as our pay-per-view, which of course means triple threats for the world, triple threats for the ladies, plus a couple mixed stuff. So because of the mixed matches that we've got in here, we're probably going to go faction versus faction for this month. Because then you've got the mixture of the male and females to go for the pay-per-view. So we're actually going to start off here. So if we go for, we need Chance to get in there. We need Orion. So it actually turns out Orion and Starboy just lost their tag team world title match. So they're going to need a bit of a bounce. Starboy should be here somewhere. So that is the Galactics. We're going to give them Princess as well. So full boost for them. And then we're going to go straight up against again, another person who's lost a title match is actually Mr. Tycoon, not just Tycoon. Come on, Revy, you know this. So where is Mr.? There he is. So yeah, Mr. Tycoon wins the Rumble from the second last position, actually eliminating Chance. But failed to win the actual world title match. And then we also need Yuppie. There you are. And then we've got to get Exotic Rick in there, so kind of a lot of history between these guys as well. Who is the manager? Who's the manager for this guy? It must be Boss, right? Yeah, it's gotta be Boss. It's gotta be Boss. So we're gonna put a little thing in there, and that's a banger of a main event there. We've got a singles match, a lady singles match, an openers match, and a tag match. So for the tag match, let's just get some teams. Let's if you see me looking in this direction, it's because I've got my roster off screen, so I can see what we've got. We've got Toxic Terrors, Wheelin' Dealers, Executors, Island Warriors. We've got Neon Express for their last year. We've also got Malice and Warhawk as a tag team, so I might run that actually. Let's try Major Malice. And then we're going to go Warhawk as well. This is going to be a fresh tag team for the year. And then we're going to put them up against... Let's start with the Siberians. See if we can build something there. So Siberians should be under the... There they are. And for these guys, we'll give them a little one push. That's all we want. Openers... Let's see who we've actually got available. So we've got Chet, Mystic. Let's throw Mystic in there. He's been quite the guy. We're gonna go Mystic in Danger Zone. Start the show off. Actually, they're not even starting the show off. They're openers, but it's actually the tag team match kicking things off. Lady singles. So we've just had Voodoo lose to Harker for the women's title. So we kind of need to crown a new #1 contender or start building people up. So we're gonna go Shipley and Queen, I think. So let's throw these guys in there with a sponsor. Then we have a singles match, so let me have a think. So I'd like to get Mammoth on the show, definitely. We've kind of got the Hammerhead Natsukashi as well. Let's just have a look at the roster, see who jumps out. Let's go to the top of the roster. See who we've got who we've not used. So main event. I have no main events? You kidding me? Hold on. There's no way that there's no main event. Is this a mid-card match? And I'm reading it wrong. It's not. Why is it not filtering the legendaries? Now it is. My game's being weird, you know. So we've got Buzzsaw, Jet Set. To be honest, Jet Set deserves it because he won Hill the year last year. Let's see if we can put him up against a main event babyface. Bravo and Jet Set. Zen and Jet Set. I kind of like Bravo and Jet Set, I gotta be honest. I kind of like that as a thing. So we're gonna run that there. Skit. What do we have here? A loner. Right, let's see what loners we have. We've actually got some new skits as well. Fireball and Zen. Right, we're going to throw Fireball in there. We actually need to make sure we give Overload some shine as well. Because Overload has actually won quite a lot of matches in January. And if you win, you gotta benefit from that. So we're going to start off in Canada. And let's get it pumping. I quite like the team of Malice and Warhawk. So I'm kind of hoping they go over here. We do have babyface champions. Okay, that's nice. They just look a great pair, don't they? Don't they just look like a good tag team? Danger Zone, who was Warhawk's former tag team partner, but they just don't win enough. Warhawk's push is too low. I'm expecting Mystic to win here, and he does. Mystic is low-key been very, very good for us. Shipley and Queen. Would kind of like Shipley to win, just because of the new faction that we've got going. It's not going to happen. Queen is one of the elite. Pretty sure she's a Hall of Famer at this point as well, actually. And then we've got Jet Set and Bravo. I'd love to see a Bravo win, just to really spice things up here. Ooh, and he's done it! Ooh, Bravo and Jet Set. That could be a lovely little feud going forward. Some love here for Fireball. 4-star segment for Fireball. And then here we go. Main event, 3-on-3. There's some issues brewing here from the Battle Royale. And like I said, the Galactics tag team lost the tag team title opportunity. Tycoon lost the singles world title. Wow, Galactics make short work. They didn't even tag in. They didn't even tag in. Okay, so that's going to build nicely. Then we can start simmering for the pay-per-view. It does probably mean I'll have to keep them out of the world title picture, which is unfortunate. There we go. So let's claim our bonus. So we've got here a TV title match. We already know what that's going to be. That's Hammerhead and Natsu. We've got a tag team match, mid-carder match. So let's have a ladies singles in the openers. So Queen won but is injured. So let's throw some new people in there. Let's see what we've got on the roster actually. So we could throw Dollar in there, definitely. We're not going to go. We're going to have no management on there actually. And we should get Elfette back in the mix. I mean, she's really struggled lately. She was like in the early 80s. She was one of the absolute queens of our federation, and she's just kind of fallen off a cliff a bit. Mid-carders, we've got some decent names here. Let's just throw together a nice match. We're going to go Topu and Duke, I think. I mean, those two tag teams have had years and years of history. So, tag team match. So what other tag teams do we have that we want to give a bit of spotlight to? We could definitely... we should go the Neon Express, should we? Like, they never win, but we've got to give them an opportunity at least, especially considering this is going to be their last year. And then we can move them up against probably the Executors, actually. mean, guaranteed to be a good match anyway. So let's do this. And we should have a feud card for these guys, I would have thought. And we'll just leave it as a regular, that's fine. I'm kind of very aware of the fact that we've got... oh, why is Natsukashi not there? I'm very aware this is like the last year for a lot of these wrestlers. So there's like matches I want to make sure I get in before we don't have a chance to get them in again. Is he injured maybe? Let's just have a little look on the old injured list. It's just the Queen. Where is Natsukashi then? Why is he? I'm surprised he's not ranked. I'm very surprised he's not ranked. Natsukashi, there he is. These guys have faced each other a few times, so we can give it a little bit of a stipulation. Nothing crazy. Mike spot. Let's just look at what legendaries we don't currently have on the roster. Yeah, let's stick Valentine in there. We'll book that. And then if we go to Skit, I think we're gonna get Zen on. Let's just let's do the old dramatic promo. Let's get Zen in there. He's had a quiet couple of years, I would say. Let's do this. Let's do that. Venue. We did Canada last time, so we're gonna go Chicago, and then boom. Let's go. Let's go. Right, I would love an Elfet win, but I think Dollar's going to do it. Elfet! Okay. I'm really happy to see someone who was very good at the first couple years build a bit of momentum back. These guys have been feuding forever, and I think it's the right way to end their runs is to have them up against each other. Like, we're going to tease it now, and then hopefully towards the end of the year we're going to circle back to it. Nice segment there for Zen. I'd love to see Neon Express get a couple wins, you know. I'd love to see him get another crack at the titles. It's going to be the Executors, though. That's good to... Well, we're going to have to keep that in mind. 4-star match as well. These guys always have bangers. So we've got Valeditorian. 4. He didn't have any boost actually. He's going to only be a 3. And here we go. Natsukashi versus Hammerhead. Tables match. These two have had the passed the title back and forth a little bit now. I do like the kind of the Russia Oriental kind of feud idea. I think it's quite nice. We've just unlocked a merch card. Ooh, Valeditorian. Let's go. So he's just got a skill boost, I'm guessing. 1 on the mic. That's what we were missing on him. So pretty predictable. We've had our second female win a match and be injured, which is not ideal. She's only out for 1 week. That's fine. So she can sit out this one. Wow, do you know what? I'm gonna bring her. I'm going to bring her back, just in case there's a #1 contenders match she kind of deserves to be involved in. So we're going to go week 3. #1 contenders match for the tag team titles, singles match, and then a bunch of contenders matches. Right, so winner of this match will face the world champion at Valentine's Day. We do know that that match is a triple threat. So what I'm thinking is we could possibly go Tycoon and Chance. And then whichever one doesn't win just gets added anyway. That could be a vibe. I don't think there's anyone else who's screaming out as must have it. I want to keep Jet Set and Bravo as a separate feud instead of involve them on this. So I might do that. I might go with Chance and Tycoon. Where's Tycoon? There he is. So we're going to run Chance and Tycoon, and then we're going to basically, it's kind of silly because we know we have a number one contenders match. It doesn't matter, but they are both going into the title match. This one here is for the Cruiserweight Championship, which we've not really done anything with. Mystic, Thunderbird, Bravo we don't really want to use in that division. So if we throw Mystic in there, because we do like Mystic, and then we're gonna have a look at what other people are available. So we've got a Hooligan. So Hooligan has never been Cruiserweight Champion, so we're gonna put him in there, and this is gonna be kind of like his last year to be able to do that. So we're going to try there. He gets number one contenders match there. This is going to be a singles match. I don't want to do Bravo again just because we want him for the pay-per-view. We do need to work out what we're going to do with the tag teams. So we're saving these guys for the pay-per-view, for the mixed tags. We're going to have, yeah, we're definitely going to have Warhawk and Malice. And then I think if we just give them, some sort of generic boost, just a one push, and then here we're going to go with the Executors because they won their match. It's only fair. So we're going to run that as our number one contenders match. I do need to get the tag team titles off of Pierre and Valentine, I think, as soon as possible. So we may have to start stacking the deck if we have to. No, it just leaves us. We're going to go Mike Spot. We're going to go Bravo. What's his mic like? 13. Not bad. We'll run it. We'll give him the old cheap pop to help him out. And then for a singles match, I want to get Overload on here because he had such a good first month. So if we do Overload. Let's try to figure out what's the best matchup for him. Do you know what? I don't mind that, I gotta be honest. I don't mind that at all. That's a really nice looking set of matches, I think. Right, so we should be back in Canada? Yes. Yes. Right, let's go. Right, I really like this team of Malice and Warhol. I do think if they win this, I might try and give them a bit more of a push boost in the actual tag team match itself. They've done it then. I really like this team. I've not unlocked enough factions that I can actually officially make them a team, but I really like them. There we go. Bravo. Great match with Jet Set. Big win. So we're going to build that as a feud. That's a really nice feud, I think. Overload versus Denny. Dang! We're going to have to push Overload. And then we've got Mystic versus Hooligan. Hooligan, like, is last year to win a Cruiserweight title. This is last year. Wins the number one contenders match. That's big. So we're actually going to get Hooligan versus Thunderbird, which is going to be a banger of a match. That's going to be a hell of a match. Right, Chance versus Tycoon. Here we go. Right, so we already knew they were both going through, but Chance winning is very interesting, especially considering Tycoon was the one who won the Rumble. So we have got our army guys in there. Another injury? Another one? Let's see how long. We have to heal him. We have to heal him. I want him fighting fit for this match. Hammerhead and the Siberians are involved in a feud. Freedom Fighter. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, we've got an achievement. I'll come back to that afterwards. Right, here we go. Pay-per-view time. So, we kind of know the world title match. Tycoon gets added. I tell you, this is kind of like the only chance really for Flex to drop it. He's been so dominant. So here we go. What a big title match. So we've got this feud mixed in with a long-running babyface. It's going to be insane. So here we've got a mixed tag team match. So we're going to go with Orion. And we're going to go Shipley. And we're just going to have Princess on the outside. And then that's going to go up against, I think we go Exotic. And then Dollar. And then they can have the boss on the outside as well. Perfect. Beautiful. So that's good. That looks good. That looks good. Ladies three-way. So this one has not been as well built. But we are going to go Alphabet because she got the win. And we're going to go Queen because she got the win as well. So it's storyline. There's not much to this other than these girls won. They're in the match. So not as well built as the other one, unfortunately. Here we've got the history. These guys have fought quite a lot when Hooligan was a heel. So now we've got this dynamic. Is Dickie still a heel for me? Because he was. I did turn him at some point. I wonder if he still is. I'm gonna have to check that. Let me check off camera a sec. Nope. According to my off camera roster, he is a babyface again. So I will double check that when we get the chance. Singles match here. This is where we go Bravo and Jet Set. Stipulation maybe? It might be time. So we'll throw Jet Set in there. Even though they've only had the one match, I'm feeling a stipulation. A lot of these seem a bit too extreme for a start of a feud. Maybe we just go submission match. Let's add a flavour to it first. Alright, so that's that there. Tag team match we already know. We're not going to give them a flavour, and we're going to give these guys as much as we can. +2 to the push. +5. I don't want to push it too far the other way, but because Warhawk has such a small one, we're gonna try it. Pause. We're gonna try it. Ladies match, non-title, and then just a mixed tag team match. So, cool. We're running out of options here now. There's too many mixes, right? If we go with Voodoo, and then we need kind of a. This is going to be a badly built match because there's going to be no history to it. We go Voodoo and. Right, maybe we change Voodoo because basically what I think we need Overload on here because he's had such a great run. I think he needs to be on the pay-per-view. We don't really have a set opponent for him, so Overload Buzzsaw could be a vibe. So we need a female wrestler to tag with Overload. Devastatia could be a good pairing. Let's go back to ladies actually. So we could go Minx and Buzzsaw. Do you know? I think actually I prefer Trixie in that spot. Okay, that'll do. Alright, so whilst not a lot of history to it, we've got some big people up against each other here. Let's go to the ladies singles. So we need a non-title match, but that's got a bit of history to it. So Minx, I think, if we go Minx Voodoo, it's probably the best ones we have there who aren't already booked. Again, a bit of bad booking as far as having no history go. What champions are not on the card? So we have Hammerhead. Yeah, so let's stick him on there. We'll get a bit of cheap heat. And then for the skit, I'd like to do like I'd like to do like a kind of a reveal, because we've got well, some reasonably new people on the roster. I know we've got Vin Voltage. Just looking off camera again at the roster. Let's find the person we want first and then build it that way. Invader's not done anything for a while. So if we go with Vin, we need a skit that suits a specimen. What do we got here? Love is in the air now. That's not the way to debut him. On the rocks. That's not the way to debut him either. Here we go. So if we go Vin there, and we could throw Denny in there actually, because you need an established for a new one. I think it could work. Let's just run that. All right, we've got some really nice matches with good build. Then we've got some nice matches with dreadful build. And then we've just got some last minute thrown together type deals. Let's see what stadium is available. I have no idea which one we used last. Not that one apparently, so let's get ready. Right, showtime! Let's go. Really excited about like the later matches as well. I mean, it's quite a nice mix here of I think Buzzsaw and Overload could be a nice feud. I do worry that Buzz's push rating would just kind of make it one-sided, but Overload has had a great run. Nice way to kind of kick off Trixie and Devastacia as well. Minx versus Voodoo. Bit of a nothing match. I mean, good wrestlers. Good wrestlers. You know, Minx had some godly years actually. We got Pose Down. Just a way to get kind of Vin involved. You know, small steps, baby steps. Right, now this is going to be one of our few chances of getting the tag team titles off of these two. We've given them the push. We're doing what we can. I don't think they would hold the titles for long if they do win though. And they've done it! They've done it! Wow, the +5 boost was enough. Here we got Bravo and Jet Set. Low key, I would quite like Bravo to win here. He's not going to do it though. It's going to be Jet Set, so that ties them up at 1-1. But I think that's going to be a feud for another month, I reckon. Obviously, we've got to keep in mind Champs Clash is coming. Double DQ here for the Cruiserweight title, so we're going to run that one back. Bravo Jet Set for Champs Clash could be massive. 4-star segment there for Hammerhead. I don't know what we're going to do, if we're going to keep Natsakashi on him or if we're going to start something else, building up to Mania. I'm just picturing an Elfette upset here. No, it's not going to happen. It's Harker. She's done it. And then here we go. Mixed tag with members of the Galactics up against members of Big Business. Again, no real preference to the winner. Personally, I'd like to see Orion get a win. That's my boy. Alright, that's my boy. Now it's going to be Rick. So that's score 1 for Big Business. Now can Tycoon do it in the main event? Here we go. Flex's biggest challenge to his world title. Will they be squabbling amongst each other too much? Or can one of them actually get a pin? Oh my god, Flex has done it again! He survives the triple threat! No Nobody survives the triple threat. That is crazy. That is crazy. Nice stuff here. Buzzsaw and Overload. Voltage debuts. Tag team title change. I really, even though we gave him the push bonus, I really didn't think it was going to be enough because Malice has around 12. Warhawk only has about 9, and then these guys have like 14 apiece. Plus the 5. It's like, I didn't think it was going to be enough, but that's huge. Submission match. It kind of makes more sense that Jet Set won there since he's got the figure 8. Double DQ on the Cruiserweight title match. So definitely can run that back, give Hooligan another chance. Probably could build this for Mania. It's only 2 months away, plus we've got March Madness in the middle of all that. Triple threat. Actually, Harker retained. Crazy to think that both champions retained on the triple threats. And Tycoon actually gets injured. But that's mad. I don't know what we're going to do about Flex. Like, we just can't stop him. He is so good. He is so good. If we look at the title history for Flex now, he's on 5 defenses. Keep in mind that I think the record for us is currently 9. Is it 9 or is it 8? Because I know Doc had 1. So Doc had 8. And then Jet Set had... Hooligan had 8. Pierre had 7. Jet Set had a long one. It was 6. So... Flex, do you know what? Getting past the triple threat is like the big one. And if he can keep pushing... My lord. He's literally come out of nowhere to be such a dominant champion. Is unreal. Well guys, thank you very much. It's so good to be back. I hope you enjoyed, and we will be back very soon with March Madness. Thank you very much for watching. Big shout out to Malvis, who is a rev head on the channel, supports the channel with his membership. Much love to you, Malvis. I hope you enjoyed this. See you again.